Sylvie me habló hace unos días y me dijo que quería que le enseñara como slang mexicano, o sea, como español pero mexicano. Y dije, a huevo, güey, es el momento. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Silvia Aprende Frases y Palabras Mexicanas. Vamos a empezar con la mejor palabra mexicana, amigos. La palabra favorita de todos los mexas. Le vamos a enseñar a hablar como camionero. No, hay de todo. Hay groserías, pero también hay frases bonitas. Es el combo completo, pero no podíamos no empezar con esto, güey. Yeah, we're gonna start with the best word ever. And that's pretty much because we use it for everything. So that's why it can get a little confusing. But, like, if you hear verga, what do you think about?
Penis?
Yes. So that's the first definition, like dick.
Okay.
Pero no sé por qué en México nos gusta tanto la verga que la usamos para todo.
Soy la verga?
Yeah, no, we're gonna see a few examples of when it has a negative connotation and when it has a positive connotation, because you can use it for both, okay? That's the first lesson. So the first few are like the negative ones, like you use this for negative stuff. So the first one is, me lleva la verga. So I say that a lot. If, for example, if I'm playing a video game and I keep dying or losing, when you're tilted, you're like, me lleva la verga. It's like, I don't know if any of these have like a straightforward translation, because it's just like ways to say that you are fucked. For example, yeah, me lleva la verga is like, I'm screwed. And then the next one is estoy hasta la verga, which you say when you are like annoyed or when you are done with someone or with something, but like exponentially, because you are using like a bad word. So it's like, I'm fucking done. Estoy hasta la verga. Y lleva la que me trajo. Esa es la versión educada.
Okay, and like if I am in a video game, because I want to go into Valorant on the Mexican servers and test out my slang. If I see somebody, could I say está de la verga? Really ugly.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay, and now this is where it gets confusing, because now you are maybe associating the word verga with like insults or bad things, but we have like the other side of verga, like the positive one. So if you say soy la verga, which would be I am la verga, de verga, you are like saying I am the best, like I am the number one. I don't know why this happened.
No,
like, I don't know,
you know
what happened.
In English we have that too with shit. Like I'm the shit or you're shit.
You're exactly like you're shit, like you suck, like you're awful. But I am the shit, it's like a good thing.
Yeah,
it's the same. Yeah, you can maybe like compare it to that, but with verga. And then if you are not referring to like yourself or someone else, maybe you're referring to a song, to like a painting or an object that you like, or a video game that you really enjoy, you can say está bien vergas.
So if I say está de la verga, it's bad.
Yes.
But I say está bien verga, it's good.
Exactly. Yeah, you good. Nice. Right. We're gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna show you a few words, and I want to see if you know what these mean. Some of these you have definitely heard them, but if you haven't, let me know and I'll explain their meaning to you.
Way. Yes. I know way.
So
it's like bro.
Yeah, it's like bro. Pana, mi compa, amigo, bro. Yo lo digo, I pronounce it like way, and it's like a meme now, so every time I type it, I use an I instead of the Y. But like nowadays, if you are like messaging someone, you write it like the first way it appears there, but then the other one is like, I don't know, only grown-ups type it like that, like with the G and the U. You don't have to type it like that. So now this word, have you heard neta before?
I feel like I've heard it, but I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
Neta is like really, or like if it's a question, it's like really. Like if you tell me I just won like $1 million, I would be like neta way, like really, like you're like impressed and like are you sure, like for real?
So you just say neta?
Yeah, neta way is very common. Yeah, like neta. You can use it for asking or for like if you tell me I just won $1 million and I'm like neta, you can be like neta way. Like it's like really, like and really. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, this one is very funny because not everyone uses it and it sounds funny, but I use it sometimes, but I don't know if you've heard it before. Órale.
I feel like I have heard it.
I think you might have heard, but I feel like if I know like an American person, they never use this word because this is very like the meaning would be like the emote the wows emote, like the dog with the eyebrows.
But what does that mean?
Okay, so órale is like if you tell me something impressive, I will be like órale. Like, yeah, that's impressive. If you want to show that you are impressed by something, you can use it. And like with that, like the emotion has to be like, órale. It's pretty much like saying,
órale.
Wow. But in a like very Mexican way to say that you are impressed.
Okay.
Or if you are hurrying someone up, you can be like, órale, órale. Like,
okay. Those are very different
This is going to happen with a lot of the words.
Okay.
We just take a word and we just use it for everything, pretty much. Like that can be your conclusion from today's class. Okay, have you heard this one before? Mande.
I don't think so.
So this is pretty much like the respectful way of if someone says something and you didn't hear them and you're like, what did you say? Like here you can say ¿qué? But ¿qué? Sometimes it's seen as not polite. So you say mande and the person repeats themselves.
That's
like,
really good.
Say, but in a polite way. If you are like in Mexico and you are in a public space, someone says something to you and you didn't hear them or understand what they said, you can say mande and they're gonna be, oh, polite person. Chido. Have you heard this one?
I don't think so.
You haven't heard chido?
I don't know.
This is one of the most Mexican words ever.
I haven't noticed it.
Okay, so this is pretty much like cool. If someone is pretty cool, you are like, that's chido. Okay, so this is gonna be hard, okay? This is a hard one. I first wanna ask you if you know.
Oh, I know some of these.
Okay, yeah. So let me know which ones you've heard, you know, or if you only know like the literal meaning of those. Like that's also good. And then I'll explain the second one. Okay, so what?
Be careful.
Yes, aguas, waters. Yeah, aguas is be careful. Like if you see someone about to fall down, you're like aguas. Yeah, or watch out. Yeah, be careful, watch out.
And fresa is me, I think.
You are fresa, yeah. I don't know what word would you use in English for that, because there's I feel like in every Latin American country there's a word for describing this type of people, which are usually like young girls or boys in school, for example, when like the popular gang, like the cliques and people that talk like this. I don't know how to explain it, but that's pretty much what fresa is here in Mexico. Like if you're in your school, there's like a group of girls that are gonna, like, you know, they're popular, they're pretty, and they probably think they're better than you. And they probably have money and they have a different accent. Like the way they speak, it's like when you watch a TikTok, like a TikTok girl, like they tend to have an accent in Mexico and also in the US. Like you can tell because of the way they speak. Okay, so have you ever heard the phrase que oso?
No.
So you know what oso means by itself?
Bear.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting.
Queso.
No, wait, no. No, yeah, cheese is queso, but now we're... So by itself, oso is just bear. But if you add que oso, like the meaning makes no sense, but it pretty much means if someone does something embarrassing, you say que oso. Like if you say, oh no, I slipped and fell in front of 20 people, we will tell you que oso way. I always add the way. Like you can always add way at the end of everything. So the next one is que padre. Have you ever heard that?
I've heard of padre.
Yeah, so padre by itself, it's like father. But for some reason, if you add like que padre, it's pretty much, oh, that's cool. Like so cool, oh, fun. Like if you say, oh, I'm going on a cruise for a week, I will say que padre. It's like you use que padre whenever you want to say something sounds fun or cool. Padrísimo. Okay. Yeah, there's a variation, but it's harder. Like it's like chido. Yeah, it's like chido. It's very similar to que chido. That's cool. Yeah, que padre is very similar. But we also use it a lot. Like you're gonna hear that a lot. And it's more respectful. Yeah, if you say que chido, that's something the young people would say. And then que padre would be like more, not formal necessarily, but you probably wouldn't say que chido if you're talking to like an old person. But if you're talking to an old person, you can say que padre.
Padres are cool.
Okay, so the last one is dar el avión.
Give the plane.
Yeah, give the plane. Do you have any idea of what this means? Like, it has nothing to do with
idea.
a plane. Okay, so when you give someone the plane, cuando le das el avión a alguien, it's pretty much when you ignore someone. Do you see the emote of the guy talking to a brick wall? that it's pretty much that. Like, if I'm talking to you and you are just like ignoring me, I will say, ¿por qué me das el avión? Like, why are you giving me the plane? And that's pretty much what it means. Like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you not paying attention? Yeah.
That's interesting. Dar el avión.
I wanna know if you know what any of this means first.
I know no mames.
Okay. That's the only one you've seen?
That's the only one.
So before no mames came no manches. Why? Because no mames is no polite at all, and you don't say it if you are with an adult, like with your parents, with a teacher. If you are in a place where it's like saying a bad word. It's like if you wanna say like no way, and you are not with your friends or by yourself, you cannot say no mames because you're gonna be seen as rude. The people are gonna be like, why are you swearing? So you say no manches, which pretty much means the same. But it's like the tame way of saying no mames. Yeah.
Like no hacking way.
Yes. Yeah.
No freaking way.
Yeah, no freaking way. And then the other is like, no fucking way. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So no manches, when you are young, you say that, and you grow up, you are like no mames, and you feel cool. So the next one is pistear. Have you heard this before?
No.
Okay. So pistear is pretty much like drinking alcohol. Like if you are with your friends and you're like, vamos a pistear, it's like, let's go grab a beer. Let's go drink. Let's go get drunk. Yeah, pistear. Yeah, we're gonna see later on more like stuff related to like alcohol and that, because we love it apparently. But yeah, that's like I don't usually use this word, but I know a lot of Mexicans use it. So yeah, there's that. And then we have varo and lana. Have you ever heard either of these?
Lana is wool.
Lana is in fact wool, but it's also varo, which is also money. If you are talking about money, you can say varo or lana. And then the last one is
I know chamba.
Yes, what's chamba?
Yeah, it's work.
Yeah, so what we don't do. That's why I put a shovel, like agarrar la pala, but it's not shovel. It's literally just working. Like vas a chambear, vamos a chambear, voy a la chamba. Like I'm going to work. Yeah, tengo chamba. I have work. Nice. Okay, so now we have like the pretty beautiful words that you can use if you like someone a lot and you wanna like compliment this person.
I'm reading them. I don't know.
So my favorite ones. There's so many more, but I was thinking like of my favorite words that I like to tell the people that I love the most. The first one is huevón, which I think you've heard it, like, because they can also use it. They also use it in Peru, but that's when they type it with like a W, like huevón, like huevones. But I think that the meaning is different, because in Mexico, if you use huevón, it's to say lazy. Like you call someone lazy, but in a rude way. Like you're fucking lazy, you say eres un huevón. But I think, yeah, it's like I wouldn't say, for example, if my dad was lazy as fuck, I wouldn't call him huevón. I would say that you are lazy, estás siendo flojo. But if I'm with a friend and we are close, I would say eres un puto huevón. Like you're fucking lazy. But it's like not really nice. You can use it with your friends, but you can also use it like in a negative way. Like fucking lazy piece of shit. Okay, so the next one, you've heard this.
Yeah, pendejo, I know.
Yeah, like that's the best one.
Pendejo's good.
Yeah, pendejo or pendeja, and then the cool thing is that you can combine as much like curses as you want. Like you can just explode with someone you are very angry at and say, eres un puto pendejo, idiota de mierda, estúpido.
Pinche pendejo.
Pinche pendejo, yeah. And then I also added like with pinche, like you don't use pinche by itself. You can use pendejo by itself, but with pinche, it's like you are too angry, right? Like you hate this person, so you need more than one adjective. So you say pinche first, and then you choose your other favorite word. So I think you've heard the next one too, chinga tu madre and variation of that, hijo de la chingada, because so in Mexico, mothers are like sacred, right? So if you insult someone's mother, it's because you are very, very angry with this person. So it's very common to say chinga tu madre when you are very angry at someone. Yeah, and then puto. So the funny thing about puto is that it used to be like a homophobic insult like years ago, because I mean still some people use that word like as a way of saying someone is gay, but as if it was negative. So they say like, oh, he's a puto. But you can also use it just to insult someone, and it doesn't have to do anything with their sexuality. But now it's more general. Like you can say puto because you just hate someone. And then if you add instead of an O, the A, like puta. Puta is like...
I know puta.
Yeah, like people use it to call women like prostitutes. But you can also use it to just like insult someone. And then zorra, which is like...
I know
slut.
zorra and perra too. Yeah.
Zorra, slut, perra, bitch. And I use like perra and zorra for... I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I will use that word for them.
I call men bitches and whores in English.
Yeah, you can now do it in Spanish as well. Nice.
Okay, good.
Okay, those were the pretty words. Okay, so now this is a cool one because I know you have a lot of viewers from different countries. So there's a lot of words. This is only a few words that we use different words for saying... If we are talking about like the same thing in Mexico and then comparing it to other countries in Latin America. So you might get confused because we use, for example, the first one, like this is a cake, okay? In Mexico, we say pastel. I don't know if you've heard that before, but in Mexico...
Yeah, that's what we learned in school, pastel.
Yeah, pastel is cake
in Peru,
in
torta is cake.
Yeah, and then in a lot of other
in
Latin
Mexico,
American
torta
countries.
is sandwich.
Yes, exactly. You know your stuff. Let's go. Okay, yeah, so that's funny because I also learned a lot of this as I like met people from these countries, because I would be like, quiero una torta. And people would be like, why would you want a cake like at 10 a.m. on a random Tuesday? And I would be, I'm talking about a sandwich, what? So yeah, torta in Mexico, sandwich. And it's the most delicious thing ever. And then cake is pastel in Mexico, and in other countries, they're gonna tell you it's torta. But pastel is better. This one creates a lot of conflict between people. So this is an avocado, and they're gonna fight in chat probably. But here in Mexico, avocado is aguacate. And then in every other country in Latin America, it's palta. But palta is such an ugly word, like fuck palta. Aguacate is so much better. Because I think there's also like variations of this. Like in other countries, they don't say palomitas.
In Venezuela, it's cotufa.
Cotufa. A la madre. I've never heard that word in my life. Wow. Okay, so we have a lot of different ways of saying popcorn in Latin America. So Mexico is palomitas, but then you have pochoclos, pipocas, poporopos, cotufas, cabritas. Okay, so the next one is elote. You know what elote is?
The corn stuff?
Yes. Like elote is just like the corn by itself. Like maíz.
Oh.
Yeah, like the corn, you say elote. But the picture that I added is of a snack that you can see. You can find it everywhere in Mexico, I believe. It just has different names, but now it's like a fight between Mexican states because it's like corn on a plate, like a glass, but it's not a glass. It's like a small plate, let's say. So the last word, have you heard the last one?
No. What is that?
Okay.
Pool?
Yeah, alberca is pool. And it's also another example of a word that you don't use this word in other countries in Latin America. Like you can say, there's like a more neutral one, which is piscina. That's also pool. You can say that in Mexico, but at least from where I'm from, every single person I know in Mexico, like, will say alberca. Like, if you say piscina, I might look at you like, who do you think you are? Like, why are you saying piscina? Like, are you an old person? So now let's go with pedo. Similar to verga,
fart.
We like the word pedo. I don't know why, but we use it a lot. So the literal translation is fart. You can say pedo if you're referring to a fart. And now, well, we have the first one is ni de pedo, which pretty much means no way. Like no way in hell. No, it's like no way. Like if I tell you,
no mames.
It's more of if I tell you, for example, you would say ni de pedo. Like, yeah, there's no way I'll do that. And the next one, it looks similar, but it's very different. No hay pedo is pretty much like, don't worry. Like, if you, for example, you run me over with a car, and you're like, I'm sorry, I run you over, and I would be, no hay pedo. Like, I'm fine, don't worry.
No hay pedo for no problem. Could you say that when somebody says thank you? No hay pedo, or no?
You can, but it's I think. Yeah, I mean, if you say thank you for something, like, because if I'm with a friend and, for example, I pay for them because they couldn't pay or whatever, they will say, oh, thank you, and I will definitely say, no hay pedo. Okay, so now peda with an A. You know what peda is?
Fart.
No.
Shoot.
So peda with an A instead of the O is pretty much like a party where there's alcohol involved.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're going out to drink to a party, you're gonna say, vamos a la peda. Voy a la peda. And going to la peda is going to a party with alcohol. So peda with the A would be like a girl that is drunk. And then pedo with an O is a guy that is drunk. And then the last one doesn't have to do anything with alcohol, but we also use the word chile, which is like the chili. We use it a lot, but I feel like the common one right now is al chile. For real. Okay, it's similar to neta, like one of the first words we saw, but this is cooler now. Like, for real, yeah. Like, al chile, for real. Al chile, qué bueno. To be honest, yeah,
Wait,
to be honest.
Al chile, I can say al chile?
You can say it, for example, no, if I say it, yeah, that's a good question. No, I think that's for like neta. But then al chile would be more like, honestly.
No cap?
I think, yeah, no cap. Maybe al chilation.
Wait, no, can I ask al chile, or you only say al chile?
No, I don't think you can ask. Let me try to use it in a question. No, you don't use it in a question. You say it.
That ask. Oh, well, you can ask that. Okay. Maybe like low key.
Yeah, like low key. I like that. Yeah. Al chile?
Yeah.
Al chile no entendí nada. Yeah, low key I didn't understand anything. You can say al chile no entendí. So now we have some fun words. My dad uses a lot of this, so this is like for him more than I don't say this too much, but you can hear them here and there. So just in case, yeah, this is hard. We're now like in the last slide, so this is gonna get a little harder. Like, if you remember or if you say some of these words while you're in Mexico, like, you are a true Mexican. So the first one is chin.
Chin?
It doesn't have a translation or like a meaning in general. It's like an expression that we use in Mexico. For example, if you forgot to pay like the internet, you're like, chin, se me olvidó pagar el internet. You can like, let's say chin is like a nice way of not using chingado, because chingado and chingada is like a bad word. So a lot of people will just say chin. And then my favorite word, my dad also uses this, so I use it sometimes and I feel old. Achis. We have a whole phrase. Yeah. Achis, los mariachis. I wouldn't know how to explain achis, but if you are confused, you can say achis. Like, if I tell you, I don't know, let's say, like, I married a dog. You can be like, achis? Like, what? What did you just say? Like, okay. I'm confused. Yeah. And then, like, if you want to hear the whole phrase, like, if you ever say this, you are Mexican. So there's this phrase and it goes, achis, los mariachis. So then the next one, I don't know if you've ever heard the word pichar.
I don't think so.
Okay, so pichar is pretty much when you are with someone and maybe you don't have enough money and you want something, you will ask the other person to buy the thing for you. And that's like a word that we use for asking for that money. Like, me lo pichas? So it would be, could you give me money? Or could you get me this? That costs money and I'm poor and I don't have money for it. Next one, have you ever heard of agüitado?
No.
So I like this word. I hate to write it because of the U, the fucking U. Okay, so in Spanish, these are called diéresis. Sí son diéresis, no? I think that there should be like a word for it, but you don't use it.
Well,
right?
we don't have any accents.
Any accents, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so in Spanish, we call them diéresis, and it's pretty much, if you just have a U without this, you have a G, then the U and you have either an I or an E, if this didn't have the 2 dots on top, you would read it as a gi. But because it has so you don't really say the U unless it has the dots on top of it. If the U has the dots on top, you pronounce it. So you say gui. Okay, so agüitado is like sad, like I'm not feeling too happy right now. It's a pretty word for saying that you are sad, or tatite, or achicopalado. Like if you're with someone and the person usually is very like happy, laughing, or talking a lot, and you see the person is quiet or maybe like looking down, you're like, oh, estás agüitado. Yeah.
Me agüite is what?
Yeah, you can say like me agüité. You can say estoy agüitado. Me agüita algo. You can use it. And then one of the best words ever that doesn't make any sense, which is ahorita. Have you ever heard someone tell you ahorita?
Is it not right now? Oh, it's soon.
Interestingly, it can be right now, it can be in 20 minutes, it can be in 1 week, and it can be never.
Oh my God.
You can use it like if you tell me, hey, we have to leave now, I will say ahorita. And you are gonna be like, that can mean in 1 minute, 20 minutes, 2 hours, tomorrow. Okay. So that it's very funny. It's a fun word. Like if I say ahorita, I will definitely use it like meaning soon, right? Like maybe not in 1 minute, but definitely before tomorrow. Okay. And now these are some fun phrases, and I want to know if you've ever heard any of these, which would be weird, but you know a lot of stuff already.
I learned one yesterday.
Really? Like one of these you learned yesterday?
Not on here. Me extraña araña.
Wow. Yeah, it's it's similar. Yeah, you use an animal and it has nothing to do with the animal. So yeah, these are similar to that. So you get the idea.
Me chilla la ardilla.
Yes. Okay, so if you've never heard this before, but you just read it, like, do you have any idea? Like, what does this seem to you? What do you think this means?
I don't know what a chilla. What's a chilla? Can you tell me what chilla is?
So chilla has a lot of meanings, but you could use it for crying. Like if someone is crying, you can say está chillando, or ella chilla, she cries.
So this means like crying,
like sobbing. Yeah, but the meaning has nothing to do with that. But but it's good that you know like all of the words. So the meaning of te chilla la ardilla, that your armpit smells bad.
Right, because I see the connection there.
So the next one, mal del puerco. What do you think that is?
Bad pork?
Yeah, it's a bad pig. I feel like this can be a little easier, but I don't know, like only because how you associate the words. But basically, mal del puerco is what you say after you eat a lot. You get this feeling of like you want to sleep, right? If you just ate so much food, you start to get sleepy and you want to take a nap. So when you get that feeling, you say, me dio el mal del puerco. So mal del puerco is the feeling you get after you eat a lot and you just want to like take a nap.
Me
I like
dio
that
mal
one.
de puerco.
Yes. Okay, the next one.
Pain of the horse? But yeah. Is it pain in the ass?
No, it's not. It's not in the ass, but it is a pain in a part of your body. You know the pain you get when, for example, you drank water and then you have to run and you start feeling a lot of pain like here, like
like a cramp?
Yeah, like a cramp in this part of your body. Like it usually happens after you eat or drink and then you do like physical activities, but like specifically like running. I feel like that's the best example. En el vaso. ¿Cómo se dice vaso en inglés, cabrón? So the part of the body where you feel that, in Spanish, it's called the vaso. But I don't know how you say that in English. No glass, no pendejos. No, spleen.
I don't think we
spleen. Do you know what?
But we don't really... Yeah, but we don't really say that.
You don't say that? Like, if you run after drinking water, you don't... Like that cramp, like that's a very specific type of like...
Yeah, but we just say cramp.
Oh, okay. Well, we are, I don't know, we're like characters. So we have dolor de caballo. Yeah, it's
good.
Cargar is like hold up, like when you grab something. That's what cargar is. And then payaso is clown.
Now we pick up the clown.
Now we got picked up by the clown would be like the translation, but it has nothing to do with clowns or getting picked up, okay? So, yeah, it would be pretty much ya valió verga, now that we know what verga is and how you can use it. In English, I don't know what the closest translation would be in English, but when something went wrong, like when you fuck up or someone fucks up, you can say, ya nos cargó el payaso. Like, for example, let's pretend you are stealing a bank and the police is outside. You will say, ya nos cargó el payaso. Like, why a clown?
El payaso.
Yeah, and if you are with your friends and you are like with people that you have a relationship with, like a friend relationship, you can say, ya nos cargó la verga. Because we use verga for everything. So yeah. So if you say ya nos cargó la verga, it's the same as this, but with like a not polite word. But I think that you are ready to come back. Like you can come back now and you can speak. Like if you are like walking down the street, just go near someone and just do it. Like just say te chilla la ardilla and let's see what happens.
Achi, achi, la mariachi.
Yes, yeah. No, imagine that. Like, imagínense a Sylvie en México, güey, y de la nada dice achis, achis los mariachis. But yeah, okay, chats. Aplausos para Silvia. You are now Mexican because a lot of these words are like not needed at all, but now you know them and you know stuff that only Mexicans know. Like, I believe even like people in chat that are not from Mexico learned something new today. Like people from Colombia, Peru, Argentina, they learned new stuff today, like you.
Yay! Gracias. This was a good lesson. I feel more Mexican now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try my slang in Valorant.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, it would be cool. I feel like you can apply like almost all of this. Like if you say achis achis los mariachis in a Valorant game, that would be very fun.
Okay, I'll try. Gracias, señorita Palami.
Gracias, Silvia. Felicidades. Ya eres mexicana. Bye. Adiós. Bye.